Welcome back to the channel. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you actually called someone? When was the last time someone called you? If you're anything like me, it was probably a long time ago. I've gotten to the point where if my phone does actually ring, I'm actually surprised and wonder why on earth someone is calling me. Have you ever sat across from someone you love, maybe a partner, a close friend, or your kid? And even though you're in the same room, it feels like there's 1,000 miles between you? I've been out with friends, and when the silence seems to feel heavy, people start to look down at their phones. Can't even begin to count the number of times I've been in a restaurant or a coffee shop and seen whole tables of people not speaking, just scrolling through their phones. Later in this video, I'm going to share 3 basic ways to take back control of the way you engage with people around you. First, I have to ask a pretty basic question. What happened to conversation? When did a phone or a tablet become more important than the people sitting next to or right across from us? If you've felt this lately, then it probably feels pretty normal and you're definitely not alone. We're living in this wild moment in time where technology and AI can give us instant answers, simulate deep conversations, and keep us connected 24/7. But here's the honest truth. The more connected we get through social media and apps, the lonelier a lot of us are feeling in real life. Today, we're going to talk about why our devices are quietly making human relationships feel a little harder, and some gentle, practical ways we can bring the warmth back into our everyday connections. Let's dive in. Think about the best relationships in your life. They aren't perfect, right? Humans are beautifully and wonderfully messy. Get tired. We say the wrong thing sometimes. We take our own sweet time to reply to a text because we're busy with something that seems more important. That little bit of friction, the effort it takes to listen, to apologize, to compromise, that is actually where the magic happens. That's how trust is built. But think about how we interact with technology now, especially AI. An AI chatbot never has a bad day. It doesn't get moody, it doesn't judge you, and it answers instantly. It gives us a completely frictionless relationship. It feels incredibly comforting in that moment. But the sneaky catch is that it retrains our brains. When we get used to digital interactions that are perfectly smooth and always flattering, our patience for real-life human imperfections starts to shrink. We begin to expect our friends and partners to be as easy to navigate as an app. And when they aren't, it's remarkably easy to just check out and scroll away. Don't get me wrong, this isn't about blaming ourselves. The smartest software engineers in the world design these algorithms to keep our eyes glued to a screen. But it's definitely changing how we show up for each other. Psychologists talk about a concept that is called empathy fatigue. Empathy is a lot like a muscle. If we don't practice sitting through the quiet, awkward moments or really looking into someone's eyes to see how they're doing, that muscle gets a little weak. The biggest culprit is what I call splintered attention. All done it. We're hanging out with a friend, but our phone is sitting face up on the table. Every time it lights up, a tiny piece of our mind leaves the conversation. We end up giving the people we care about most just a fraction of our presence. Over time, we start feeling disconnected, not because the love isn't there, but because our attention is divided. Good news, we don't have to toss our phones in the ocean or become tech-free hermits. Technology is an amazing tool. We just need to put a few gentle guardrails around our hearts. Here are 3 simple shifts you can try today. First, create phone sanctuaries. Pick just 1 or 2 spaces in your day where screens aren't invited. It could be the dinner table, the first 20 minutes after you wake up, or your bedroom. Give yourself permission to be fully human in those spaces. Second, choose the phone call or the coffee date. Trade a text for a voice. If you find yourself going back and forth over a long, complicated text thread with a friend, or if you notice you're feeling lonely, skip the typing. Hit the call button or ask your friend if they want to grab a quick coffee. Let them hear the warmth in your voice and give yourself the gift of hearing theirs. Third, practice the 10-minute rule. Aim for 10 minutes of pure presence. You don't need hours of uninterrupted time to stay close. Try giving someone you love just 10 minutes of 100% undivided attention. You will be amazed at how much deeper and safer a relationship feels after just a few times of doing this. At the end of the day, AI can write beautiful poetry and technology can bridge incredible distances. But a screen can never offer you a genuine, shared laugh. It can't look at you and say, "I understand and I've got your back." Only we can do that for each other. So let's keep using the tech, but let's make sure we're choosing the people we care about first. Thank you so much for spending these few minutes with me. If this resonated with you, maybe share it with a friend as an excuse to say, "Hey, let's catch up soon." And for our next Connect, I'm digging into something I call the disease of hurry, the stoic art of slowing down in a world that never lets us catch our breath. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. And please feel free to comment if you have any suggestions for content or topics you'd like me to cover. Take care of yourself, keep looking out for each other, and I'll see you in the next one.